Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2. And I have leveling up to do. So let's start with Pallegina. Pallegina, we are going to boost your athletics. We're going to boost your intimidate. One ability. I'm thinking, Reinforcing command, I already have that one. This one could haste my people, which would be alright, except I've got way more casters. I don't know how that works. Let's do with, I kind of want... I think Uncanny Luck might be okay for her, because I mostly use her for basic attacks. I could buff my... Yeah, I think Shared Flames might be it, just to boost her her offense a little bit. I mostly use her for basic attacks, that's the issue. Alright, Jody. Jody, you will boost Religion and Alchemy. Now what do we get here? Minor Avatar would be okay, but she doesn't melee that much. Shield for the Faithful could be useful. Or like literally anything in here. Let's try Shield for the Faithful, I think. See, here's the thing. This she already uses basically those. I don't foresee her ever using Shields of Faithful. That's the issue. Weapon and shield style might be good for what she's got. Spell shaping could be okay, but nah. Let's go with rapid casting. Kind of speed her up a little bit in that regard. Alright, now RPG Crawler. You will get Insight, or you will get Diplomacy, and you will get Arcana. Sure, why not? And for your special spell... Oh man, this is basically Tensor's Transformation. I don't foresee using that. That's the issue. Delayed fireballs in my grimoire. Let's go with rapid casting again, I guess. Get some of your stuff off faster. Alright.
I was chewing through Cadnua's foundation long before Aothas finished the job.
Huh. Well, you got Marofetto Liano. You find a man dressed in worn, dirty leather armor. His long, scraggly beard is encrusted with salt. His curling hair has clearly not seen a comb in some time, and the toenails of his bare feet are cracked and torn. The only thing of any value that he carries is an amulet.
Oh, greetings.
He hesitates a moment before saying more.
Might I help you with something?
Tell me about yourself.
I suppose.
Sounds like a dare. He looks at you quizzically, perhaps unsure why you've asked him such a personal question.
I was a proud man once. Gold Pack Knight. And I took a job and it went poorly. I could no longer stay with the Order after that.
Really? What happened?
In the years since, I have wandered the length of the Deadfire, dedicating my life to self-discipline and abstination from worldly distractions. It is only through suffering that the soul becomes strong. You
That's
understand?
it?
Well, I am waiting for someone. But I do not know when they will arrive.
Who are you waiting
Who
for?
they will be when they get here. All I know is that they are a seer, and they seek me. So I wait.
Then how will you recognize them?
I will not, but it does not matter. I have this amulet here, and I yet draw breath. That is all I need.
Can I have it?
No? Someone is coming for me, and they will know my amulet.
You should have faith that the seer will find you without it. That's the true test.
Perhaps you have a point.
He gently tugs the amulet over his head. He holds it in his palm a moment, his expression unreadable, then hands it to you.
Please, take good care of it.
Well, could you teach me what you've learned in your years wandering the Deadfire?
I have already given you my most prized possession, and you ask for more still.
Yeah, here. I'll get
show you what I can.
there. That way you can buy yourself some clothes. He tells you what he learned about making and keeping a bargain in his years as Goldpack Knight, showing you how to tell when a merchant knows his wares are of poor quality or overpriced. When he's satisfied you won't get fleeced by the next back alley charm dealer you come across, he sends you on your way. Alright. Let me loot this. Let's go, I guess, to the Fleet Master's quarters. What are we looking for at this place? We've got to find Romaro. So basically, we've got to find Romaro. And that's basically it. But let's go into the Fleet Master's quarters, see if there's anything we can get here. Not that I want to. Fleet Master Okaya stares with unwavering intensity at a small sea of paper strewn across her desk. She holds a pencil lightly in one hand and absently taps the tip of it against her lips. After a moment, a low hum escapes her throat. The sound ends with a harsh scoff, then she flickers her eyes to meet yours.
Artillery trajectory calculations. Terribly tedious and lamentably imprecise in a storm.
As she chews on the end of her pencil, her gaze grows distant, like she's watching something behind you.
But the numbers distract me. Where are my manners? You must be the watcher the Hazanui sent. You found me with a rare spare moment.
Who are you?
Did you not read the name on the door before you came in? You do know you're in the office of the Fleet Master, I hope.
I meant, who are you, in the general sense?
You meant to ask why I'm important enough to have my name on a door.
Yeah.
I'm a Fleet Master of the Rawatayan Navy stationed at Sayuka, a research colony of the Royal Deadfire Company.
What are you researching?
Andra's mortar. Storms that strong, that consistent. I suspect they're not natural.
Okay, impressive title.
To one unfamiliar with the Rawatayan Navy, perhaps. But mine is an administrative position.
Okay.
I see to the smooth running of Sayuka. Of course, it'd be a sight easier if there weren't the coral to contend.
What fleet? I don't see any boats.
You misunderstand. I don't command ships. I command this port. Rawatayan vessels dock here are under my protection, but I don't tell them where to go. That's the Hazanui's job.
I see. Kaya nods and looks briefly at her desk, distracted by a table of figures. As she reads, she twirls a pencil between her fingers. Okay. That's not terrible. My mechanics skill is too low to rob her right now. Alright.
I saw you send off that missive. What are you telling the company now?
It was a special request to have your bird captured and held hostage. Until you stop asking me stupid questions.
Oh.
When the
Those two are
wheels grind
great.
you all to dust, only I will remain.
Alright, well I need to get up there and get that. Alright. Just stealing people's clothes. Oh, they shouldn't have left it outside, huh? Oh, there's Romaro.
I don't believe we know one another. Per Complanca, leave me be.
The hell, dude? Oh, you know why?
I have never seen anyone brood as forcefully as...
Because I don't have what's-his-face in my party. Is this the inn, or is this... No, that's a workshop. There's a market there, which is not open just yet. There's a longhouse. Is this... I'm going to have to go to sea, load the screen, switch out my party, come back. Alright, let's get our party situated. Can we edit the party? Yes. Okay. I am going to dismiss you, and I'm going to recruit you. Okay. Back into Sayuka. And there's, what, 2 sections of Sayuka?
Oi, lass, can you be learning me how to do that big blue sword thing?
Is this one of those colorful pirate expressions?
Nay, gods, nay. We're literal as a dear wooden score mark.
In that case, no.
He sheds his fur all over my things.
Nobody likes Serafen. Let me level Serafen up real quick. I'm gonna get him some mechanics, and I'm gonna get him some bluff, and we will give him disintegration, and we will give him what will we give him? Maybe the cutlass, or the saber, rather. Yeah. Alright, well, let's talk to Romaro.
Oi, Cap, there he be. There be Romaro. Sure as my arse be blue.
Serafen wants to meet an old white-robed man.
I wish you'd not come, my lad. Pleased though I be to see you. Even Aldi's anarchists spare no mercy for mutineers.
Serafen breaks away and peers up at Romaro. Okay.
Aye, but you, a traitor? The very thought of it be ludicrous.
He spreads his open palms wide to either side.
Return with us. I'll be protecting you, and we'll be seeing of your fair judging.
With a slow shake of his head, Romaro
I
swallows.
can't, Blue. Much as I loathe to leave. I'm dead to these waters, and they to me.
Serafen gapes and sputters before finding his response.
Break more biscuits and call me Swabby. You've gone addled in your dotage, ain't you?
The Orlin looks at you, lower lip twitching.
Captain, unsheathe that silvered tongue of yours and talk some damn sense into this old sort.
Alright, why did you leave Fort Deadlight? You might have been safe there.
I couldn't bear to remain, sheltered or no. It's a hopeless feeling, bearing witness to the slow decline of something I once held such pride in.
There's still be pride to be had. Honor, too. Things be changing sure as shit, but you can't thread them narrows if you ain't even it to wheel.
I hope I'm wrong, if only for your sake. I don't think the Principe can survive as is, and I can't watch something I devoted my life to
Why
sink into
would
ruin.
you leave the Principe?
The Principe have changed, and not for the better. Once, we aligned behind a common purpose.
And now you squabble.
Now, we fractured into 2 extremes, each wallowing in its own corruption.
Where do you intend to go?
My crew, those few souls who followed me from the Sorcerer, and I set sail for lands west. The Reach, perhaps, or the Living Lands. Perhaps we'll run trade from Edir or Valia. Wherever fortune leads.
But that be the far fucking side of Aora.
Well, that would keep him safe.
A journey and a half, to be certain.
Is it true what you're accused of?
I've not heard every charge against me. But that of mutiny, of that charge, I bear guilt.
Seraphin's ears droop. He reaches for Romaro, but stops short, letting his hands fall.
Why? The Sorcerer were our omen kin. were a cock-swelling pride. And you bartered it to an half-drowned old elf for a pint-bilged fucking clipper.
Staring intently on the ground at Romaro's feet, Serafen shakes his fist ball to his side.
14 years I spent swabbing them decks. Longer yet for you. Captain Bastion trusted you. I trusted you.
His glare rises to meet Romaro's eyes.
Bon amico.
Romaro's mouth opens briefly before closing again, and he swallows.
Sientere, Serafen. I've disappointed you. Hurt you. No words can justify my actions. I only hope you believe me, that I did what needed doing.
How can I?
With a tired shrug, Serafen looks away. You're hiding something.
That I am. Many things. For many reasons. I learned long ago that it's oft times better to hold your tongue.
Okay.
The Watcher here reminded me that you and me, we'd be deeper than two hands on a deck. We'd be kin. You'd be the closest thing I've ever had to a father. And if you be setting sail, I'll be embarking with you.
Your journeys with this Watcher have changed you, Blue. You wear it well, Bon amico.
He sighs and shakes his head sadly.
Captain Bastion had the sorcerer slaving.
Romaro frowns at his dark, wrinkled hands and rubs his palms together. Serafen blinks, expression blank. His mouth opens, closes, opens again. His fur bristles, eyes angling lower.
Slaving? What kind of fathom-headed hornswoggle be this? The sorcerer were my kin. They weren't slaving. I hunted slavers for the captain. We breed slaves together.
So I also believed.
Oh, brutal. Looks like we got a new target.
Of it in his quarters, almost a decade's worth. When I confronted him, it went poorly.
Rage rushes through your blood, flushing your skin, and cold hate spirals along the length of your spine as confusion blurs your vision. I'll go ahead and let the visions come. Sand beneath your feet, crusted and blooded, you young and small, filthy and shaking in fright. Cheers from all corner, jeers too, and the shouts of the kith before you, Almawa, and thrice your height, heavy muscle and soft fat wrapped in bright robes. Don't make me go again, you plead, don't make me. His heavy hand sends you sprawling into the sand in a chorus of jubilant applause. You bounce to your feet as the other slave boy approaches. You feel his thoughts, a tickle at the back of your mind, his fear greater than your own, but what can you do? Only one may live. You silence everything but the anger, but the hate, and it propels your snapping teeth and grasping hands. The blow is light but fast, and the other youth all screams.
Sientere, bon amico. Forgive me.
Romaro stands a bit unsteadily.
I meant you not to know. To keep your faith in our traditions. To remain optimistic. A bright star within the Principe.
You okay, Serafen? Serafen snorts and shakes his head. Moisture mats the fur beneath his eyes. Serafen, you've heard Romaro's confession. What will you do with him now?
Let him loose, Cap. Aye, he did the Deadfire a fine turn by sinking them slavers. But among the Consuelo, mutiny means death. Better go on for a no.
We'll leave you be, Romaro.
Agrasima, Watcher. The clipper will be loaded soon, and then we'll be away. Cores, Serafen. Bon amico. Take this. May you have rare cause to use it.
He provides Serafen with a tightly wrapped package, which is a gun.
I hope we meet again someday. On calmer seas.
And that's that.
Bon amico.
Serafen turns away. And we gotta level up, it looks like.
Ahoy, Captain.
Serafen snatched salute, a wide smile splashed across his furrowed face. Oh, yourself,
Truth
Serafen.
be told, I've not felt so cozy in a crew since my tour on the Sorcerer. With Romaro and the lot. Good times and a half, that.
You're a valuable member of my crew. You pick a lot of locks that
By
other
way of
people can't.
Expressing my gratitude, I've a tribute to be presenting. It's meant to be worn by a great captain. I think you rightly qualify.
Really now?
And I think you'll look right spiff in it too.
Oh, thank you for the gift. Where did you get this?
Romaro gifted it to me when I took leave of the Sorcerer. He had this notion I'd make captain myself someday.
Does that mean you don't want to be a captain?
Perhaps I coveted a captain's quarters when I were a wee swabby. But serving with Ferrante, with yourself, seeing what leading a crew takes, it's like Marion. It just ain't for me.
Well, thank you for the gift.
Pleasure be entirely mine, Cap. May it serve you at least half as well as I.
Okay. So that is something else in my stash. Oh, God. All right, so what we got here? Let's look for that fire in the hole. It is a blunderbuss, which I have one. I have one that's just basically an area of effect. This one has explosive shot that gives area of effect damage. Do we have anybody that uses a blunderbuss that's like any good? You use a blunderbuss. Guess what? You get to use this then. Alright, then we look at the clothing, and we got Fair Favor. Gives 10% hit to crit chance and 10% crit damage with daggers, rapiers, sabers, stilettos, and swords. Who uses a sword? Remember, not a two-handed sword. They're all different. I do not. Like, legitimately, I don't. My Godsworn can't wear it. Like, I'm half tempted to wear it. Just to, like, have a magic hat. I think, Serafen, you get to keep it. Yeah, you get to keep it. Claim and refusal. Alright, grants claim, plus 10% damage taken from melee attacks, plus 10% damage with melee attacks. And refusal, minus 10 and minus 10. So that basically is I think it's like a... I'm going to put that on my other one. On What's-Her-Face, Maya. Okay. Well, first of all, let's talk back to Serafen again. Serafen sighs, pinching the bridge of his blue nose between forefinger and thumb.
Shody seems a right fine lass and all, but, well, she asked me to pick around in the forts. Told her I didn't see nothing. I bounced right off of her.
Of course you lied. You were talking.
But that were a lie.
All right, what did you see?
Darkness, Cap, and little but. Then fires, making ash of everything.
He shudders, and you feel a cold wave roll off him like being doused by a stormy swell. It washes over you, and you find yourself aboard the Defiant's main deck. Something unseen presses down upon you, and you hear the ship groan beneath you. You're alone, save for the corpses. Serafen, Pelagina, Tekahu, Jody, and so many others. Their wide, unblinking eyes reflect the burning sky above, and the dark sea beneath you churns as if boiling. With a crash like thunder, the ship breaks apart, and you plunge into the water that is either so cold it burns or so hot that it freezes you solid. The vision watches past, and you find yourself looking at the blue whirling. That was unpleasant. We gotta rescue Jody here.
I ain't seen its like before. Sometimes old salts get nightmares so that I can't bunk around them. But they usually ain't this flavor of apocalyptic.
If it were you, would you want to know? Serafen examines his boots through narrowed eyes.
Fair point, Captain. We all deserve a fighting chance against our demons. And mayhaps I can help the last stack the odds in her favor.
Please do. I need Jody. She's my priest. Alright, let's pop up Tekahu. You get to boost... Well, boost explosives, I guess. Metaphysics, just because I got nobody else with metaphysics. Oh, man. This is a good debuff. I'm going to grab that. Yeah, you get to debuff people now. Alright, Serafen again. An eyebrow of the blue of the open sea rises over an iris, warm greet as the shallows surf.
You be boring a hole in me with them eyes, Captain. I'd offer an oboe for your thoughts, but I prefer not to make deals I ain't got no intention to keep.
Okay. I can say the same of you. You doing okay?
I'd be fine, actually. Strange though it be.
If you want to talk, I'll listen.
I'm not sure there'd be much to say, Captain.
You found out you were inadvertently aiding the trade of slaves. That couldn't have felt good.
Oh, Cap, didn't feel at all good. What brilliant you are. Sorry about that. Weren't fair to you.
Alright, I'm deeply sorry that you ever had to experience that. If there's anything I can do, you need only tell me.
Be appreciating the sentiment, I suppose.
At least you've got someone to stay with you if you ever got to travel out west. Had that myself until someone broke my castle. We need to tell the Consejo about Bastion slaving to set the record straight.
Aye, Cap. Much as I hate's an honest word, some truths ain't for burial at sea. And despite it all, Cap, I'll be right glad to be serving with you.
And I will absolutely get on that as soon as I get around to it. Well, I think that we're about done in the Sayuka, except that I still have to get a few things. Let me see something real quick. Look at my quest items. Alright, so I've got 2 crates of crude luminous Adra. Okay, so I'm halfway there. Those are all done. That's done. I need to map the West Wakari Reef. That's Dunnage. Hasango. I think Hasango might be my next one. Hasango. And then Dunnage, but... but that's my next on the trip. Tell you what, let me go ahead and do the mapping. I don't need to do anything else here right now. I will come back to it sometime, but not right now. Let's leave the sea. Let's supply first. Let's get ourselves. Let's refill the ship supplies. All right. And I will pick up rice wine. Pick up 100. All right. Just kind of throw some of those on there. Trade. Okay. Let's leave by sea. It will take you 3 minutes to exit the city. Thank you. Yes, Sayuka, I can come back and explore some more. But I'm going to be back here anyway. So I may as well get some other stuff done first. I guess I'm supposed to find something. I guess I'm supposed to go down here. So let's go down there. Oh, and I immediately get set upon by the Principi. You have barely cleared Sayuka Harbor when a sleek half-galley appears off your port bow. It rides high in the water and fast, but keeps its distance as it approaches land. Serafen watches the ship's passage from the bulwark, expression grim. When the ship turns to pursue you, you recognize it as Malnage's vessel, the Misery's Delight. Its cannons don't seem primed, and it aims to come alongside rather than set up for a broadside run. Looks like the High Queen Sea Devil be wanting words, Cap. Not sure if that'd be good or ill, but at least it means she ain't on Sayuka. Serafen's ears angle slightly back, and he massages the bridge of his nose. As the Misery's Delight comes alongside, Malnage stands on the railing, one gray-furred hand wrapped tight around the thick hemp lines. She bows low, doffing her hat, and then tosses it to one of her deckhands. Is this immediately going to give me a combat, or am I going to get a chance to avoid it? Because it's getting on.
Funny seeing you here, Captain. Especially since we've tracked Romaro to this very rock. Ain't trying to steal the bounty, are you?
Malnage cants her gray-furred head at you, hands at her hips, and near her weapons. Romaro's long gone.
Funny.
Let it go.
I'd have thought a watcher would have had better instincts than siding with a known...
She shakes her head in an approximation of sadness, but doesn't bother hiding her
Fuck
grin.
it. We'll deal with you first, then go have a little chatsy with Romaro. No quarter, lads and lasses.
Weapons slide free of holsters and sheaths as Malnage's crew attacks. Okay, here we go. We got a combat. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Even if we go a little long this time, that's fine with me. Get ourselves a tentacle. Ah, stop shooting aloft. There you go. Go ahead and get ourselves a summon. Alright, how about you? Oh, I forgot to change my crew around. Puppet Master on Malnage. Alright, you go ahead and... We'll go ahead and smite. Where's my smite? Okay, here's my smite. Shared Flames. Friendshipy Fighter. Nice.
What is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna... I guess I'm gonna get some tentacles. Well, that paladin's down. And that pistolier is about to die. Ooh, obliterated. That's like really nice for that spell.
What's that?
Okay, I need you to shark up and just open up on the spider. Thank you. You can go ahead and reap the fighter. Obliterated. Thank you.
What for, Captain?
Alright, Serafen. Go ahead and open up on the pistolier. Thank you.
Well, cogswabber. I'll be more than half handy, alright?
Alright, Adair. Want to clean the decks a little bit? There's tentacles that I do not really need. We'll just do the ranged attack on you. Boom. Yes. And you will go ahead and do that. That leaves us with nobody left, right? So it's just the Charmy. She's no longer dominated. Go ahead and grab her. Drag her over to the tentacles. Let the tentacles play with her for a little bit. And then finish her off. Thank you, Aloth. That was useful. Ah, Yidwin kill. I just wish you were a better character, Gibbert. And by better character, I mean, like, you know, a proper, like, full-on companion. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and grab what we can. And grab what we can. And grab what we can.
I'll see it done.
Grab what we can. Grab what we can. Alright! That'll be that. I hate that you can't, like, just capture their ships. I should have, like, an entire fleet of ships that I've conquered by boarding them. By all rights. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it there. This has been the RPG Crawler with Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. If you like what you've seen, remember to leave a like, comment, comment, feedback, and subscribe for more RPG content. Until next time, take care and goodbye. And if you are still watching, I would like to take the opportunity to thank my supporters, the top tiers of which are listed on the screen, without whose support I would not have been able to offer the variety of content that I have on this channel throughout the years. If you're feeling particularly generous and would like to join them, you can support the channel. There are a variety of options to do so. I have a Patreon, a Subscribe Star, as well as channel memberships enabled. If you are not in a position to contribute, simply leaving a like, a comment, or sharing my videos are all wonderful ways to help the channel grow without spending a dime, and are all greatly appreciated.